Good morning. How is everybody this morning? Hope everybody is well. Don't know whether anybody's here yet. This happens quite a lot. Daryl's here. So Daryl's going to come down and gabble at you for a couple of minutes before we get started. Word of warning, I may have to suddenly disappear because I'm expecting a grocery delivery and it's going to be frozen foods. So when it arrives, I'm going to have to go and unpack it.
I will help you with that.
That's not it. But yeah, they're coming anytime between 10 and 12. So yeah, when they arrive, I will have to BRB and just go and quickly sort of chuck it all in the freezer.
11 is...
Morning, dog. How are you?
Hi, dog. I want kisses.
You want kisses? See, now I'm looking at that chat box. It looks absolutely freaking tiny. Ooh, I love the hearts.
Dripping
Chat
hearts.
box on the screen is too small, isn't it?
Jumbo,
It's too small.
dripping hearts, and kitties. Yay!
Yeah, I
Thank
tested
you.
it and it looked great in the test, but now I'm looking at it and I'm like,
Thank you,
too
dog.
freaking small. So let's go like that and
Guess what, guys? Mom's going to get me a dinosaur toy.
let's try it like that.
Because I want one. Yay!
How's that? How's that? Let's have a look. How's that? That's a bit better. That's a bit more readable, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I have to say. Fucking that'll do.
Mom got me a toy pterodactyl.
No, I didn't get you a toy pterodactyl. I was looking at toy. He wants the He's really into dinosaurs at the moment. So I was looking at like toy dinosaurs on Ravelry to see what patterns there were.
A green pattern.
Yeah, there's like 13 pages of
Dinosaurs.
dinosaurs online. Oh, for fuck's sake, somebody on Instagram wants to send me a message. I bet it's like, let me be your sugar daddy or some such fucking crap. Oh, hello, streamer. Is that it, is it? All you've got to say? Who are you? Got 3 posts up. Yeah, okay, whatever. So, yeah. How are you this morning anyway, Dork? You alright? Have you cast on yet?
So, what have you been doing every
Go
day?
and do your room, you annoying child.
So, what have you been doing?
Morning, Kaz.
Morning. What have you all been doing every day?
Go on, shoo. Right.
Huggy.
So,
I want to see how you get that in. Wow. I'm waiting to see the trick. I want to see how you do it.
you want to see how I do it?
The trick.
I've only done it like on one pair of socks, so I'm still learning Al's cast on. It's this bit where I've got to like wrap the yarn that was confuddling me first time around.
And I think you just hook it over the top, do you? Do you hook it?
Mm-hmm.
I got one part of it good.
She does it really smoothly and I'm like, I'm fumbling! Get it all on. Cast on, cuff done. How long have you been up then?
Ba-ba-bam.
I've managed to get up, wash my face, I'm on my second cup of tea, and I've spoken to my mother, so my mother doesn't like phone in the middle of a stream and demand that I buy her an audiobook or something.
Yeah, because she always wants audiobooks, doesn't she?
She always wants audiobooks.
She loves audiobooks. But I love Jack Reacher. Jack Reacher!
Yes, we're listening to Jack Reacher at the moment, aren't we?
Yes! It is the best one in the world. Yeah!
Right, go away now. Go on.
Huggy.
Go into your room. Which you were told to do, like, this is the 4th time I think I've now said this.
Fifth.
Hello, Mary. How are you?
Hi, Manny.
Hope you're alright.
Give me
Haven't
numbers.
seen you for a while.
I want more kisses. Kisses for me.
you're an early morning person, aren't you, Doc? I stayed up for hours last night after I went offline, and I've only got about 50 rows left of that blanket now, which is awesome. You feel my pain. 1.5 hours in school, work, you've done 5 spellings. Sore throat and headache already. Oh dear, no, I'll do some schoolwork later. God, you get up early as well then, don't you? I've been up since 8. I won't get up any earlier than that. I'm wondering if I can figure out how to do this one-handed, you know. There must be a way to do it. Yeah, I after I came off, what did I do? What did I watch? Oh, I watched some wrestling, that was it. So I spent, an hour and a half watching the wrestling. And then, then I watched a couple of videos. And, next thing I know, it was like 1:30. And I was like, dude, you need to go to bed because you said you'd be online at 10. Haven't seen you on Wednesday anymore. Not to mention your. Yeah, I haven't done Wednesday for a couple of weeks. Things have just been a little bit here. I've got a little bit of stress going on, and so yeah, I'm not streaming all the times that I said I would. Not following my schedule. It's just basically stream when I feel like it. I streamed last night, and I'm streaming again today. So yeah. I'm streaming today because I'm casting on my socks. Your sleep schedule's always screwed up. How's April? She alright? I hope I've given myself enough tail here. This is one reason I don't normally do this kind of cast on, is because I always run out of fucking tail. Cool. Okay. Well, good night, sweetheart, and I'll speak to you soon, no doubt. 2, 3, 34, 35. going to have enough yarn. I don't think I'm going to have enough yarn. Will I make it? 61, 62, 63, 64, 65.
Marbles are tidy up and they're in their pot.
Lovely.
I'll bring them down.
67.
And
68.
the marbles say hello to your life.
Go and put them away, please. 69. 70. Oh, just enough. 71. Oh, look how much tail I ended up with. Needless to say, you're not currently casting on socks. You're running around with a cup of cold coffee, trying not to have a breakdown. You're on the tips of the first set of cocks. What? Have I missed something here? I can't believe I did it with that much. Okay, so the way I do it, because Kaz wanted to watch. So Kaz, sit down with your. Go and get a hot cup of coffee. It was close.
Huggy for you.
Go on, sod off.
Oh,
Oh, you're knitting the Cox socks. Oh right, okay.
I like those clips.
Go.
Bye bye.
There was some discussion last night over whether I'm going to knit these plain or whether I'm going to use that that pattern again that I did the pumpkin socks in. You know, the yarn over pattern that you showed me. Pardon me, excuse me. So you slide it down and you go in half. Don't bend it too harshly or you end up damaging your needles a little bit. So just make a loop, divide your stitches, which is so much easier to do when you've got some nails. Pass the loop and then pull them down. So you've got your stitches like that. This is the hardest bit, is joining them up without excuse me, twisting them. I remember looking at them before, but I can't remember what they look like. Those of you that are watching later, this is what Dork is knitting. They're willy socks. Dork is knitting willy socks. I'm just going to close that down. Okay, so you've divided them down. It doesn't matter whether you've got, you've got roughly the same amount of stitches either side. Slide your front needle into place. Now I cross the cable at the front and the back here so that it doesn't cause a huge amount of stress going from one stitch to another. You get these all in place. Your yarn needs to be coming over the back out of the way, and now you want to pull the cable through. Leave yourself a nice loop here to work with. I try and hold this in my hand while I'm doing it. Get hold of your yarn. And then insert. Sorry, I'm trying to do it so you guys can see. And I'm in totally the wrong place for me. I made that first one a little bit tight. Insert and knit. So my yarn is crossed here under this forefinger, and it's crossed here by this thumb, just to hold it to stop the gap pulling the stitches. And you only need to do that a little bit. I like to do a 2x2 rib, so I pull the first couple of stitches really nice and tight so that it makes it tight on this cable, this stitch at the back. Doesn't matter that you think, well, that's never going to go on the needle, because it will even out by the time you get there. So pull those first couple of stitches really nice and tight. Then I switch to a purl. I had this genius idea this morning. I thought I'm a fucking genius. If you're like me, as in you don't have somebody who buys you things at Christmas and birthdays and all that lot, we could save up our alphabet socks, or any socks you knit this year or whatever. When you've finished a pair of socks, wrap them in Christmas paper and put them away. And then on Christmas Day, we will have a shit ton of socks to open. Because I'll probably forget what I've done by Christmas time, It means we've got to wait months to wear our new socks, but I just thought that would be a really great idea. And it just means I will have a load of socks to open at Christmas if I get them all done. And if you wrap them as you do them, there's not going to be like loads to wrap come Christmas, because you've wrapped all your own presents. And you won't sort of see them constantly, so you won't, you might even forget what you've knit if you're anything like me. I've got brains of a fucking mayfly. So that's what I'm going to do. And then come Christmas, I'll feel like I've got loads of presents. Oh, I've got text. Alright, my Iceland delivery is due between 10:45 and 11:45. Yay. Yay me. Right, then turn it all around. Pull your back cable through. Shove your front needle in. Make sure you've still got all your stitches around the right way. It's a bit hard to see with that right in the way, isn't it? Okay, so you can see it makes like a moon shape. Like so. You could even do it as a sock advent. Oh, yeah! Because there's going to be 26 pairs, isn't there? So you could open 2 on Christmas Day. Start on the 1st of December, open a pair every day. That's fantastic! Yeah, that's an even better idea, Dork. I'm going to do that. A sock advent.
It is
right.
raining.
So I've knit this half, yeah, makes a nice moon shape there, which helps keep these stitches at either end together. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with the rest of round 1. I've finished on knit 2, so I'm now going to purl. I bring this needle up and underneath, so it's here, but I go like that and bring it round. So all it's doing is it's going underneath, so that the loop is going over and around my hand. This is why I like an 80cm one. This one here is crossed still. Okay, and then I go, and I would do this if I was going purl wise. If I'm going knit wise, I would stay this side in front. But as I'm going purl wise, I'll come around like that. Just helps to keep it that little bit tighter. I'll move my stitches around in a moment just to make sure I've got them all right. And then I'll move my hand round so that my thumb is in that loop. Shut up with all your moaning and groaning, child. How tidy is your room?
It's tidy to the windows.
Tidy to the windows. What about to the walls?
Let me think.
Let me think. I need to knit an extra pair of socks then, so that I've got 26 pairs. Because I undid the A socks because I wasn't majorly in love with the yarn and the pattern combo, like I said.
It was Christmas when my birthday was done.
Your birthday's just before Christmas. Exactly 1 month.
My birthday was great.
I know it was. Thanks to me.
What?
Thanks to me.
And everyone else.
Go on, go and do your own for me, please. Oops. That's right, because I could catch up once I finish the blanket. Yeah, I worked it out this morning. I've got about 50 rows left on that blanket. That's how much extra I did. I'm halfway up the set of blocks that I started last night. I didn't check my stitch count. I hope I've... Well, I've got... I'm ending on a purl 2, so it should be 72 stitches. Or thereabouts. So, busy day for Callie today. She went for her gestational diabetes test this morning, and then she's waiting to hear from the housing officer when they can move into their new flat. No, didn't catch all of that. Right, so that's round 1 done. I always find when doing it with socks is to hold them both in your hand like that. Okay, it's distracting. So hold it in your hand like that. Make sure you pull the right fucking cord. Yeah, because this was I did this repeatedly with those A socks. But hold it in your hand and pull your cord to bring your other needle into place. Once it's in place, sort your yarn out. Pull the back needle out so that the back stitches are sitting on cable, and it will make putting your front stitches on the needle that much easier, because the yarn will then move between the back stitch and the end stitches basically. And if they're a bit tight, just give them a little wiggle at the bottom and they slide into place. Now I always do 3 rounds before I start the next sock, and the 3rd round is when I check to make sure that I've got the same amount of stitches on the front and the back. So I've got a few rules, if you like, not rules, but a few ways that I always do it. Like, I always do it the first set of 36 stitches. I always do a 72 stitch sock. The first set of 36 stitches will be the back of the leg, the heel, and the sole of the foot. So when it comes time to do the heel flaps, I will work on those first, so on and so forth. That's just how I always do it. It's gotten really dark in this room all of a sudden. It's weird. Don't rearrange your stitches until round 3. Otherwise you could end up with like a pull where you got a little bit of a gap. I've got an itchy nose. I hope this is all making sense. Me gabbling away. Oops. Oh dear.
Mummy,
Yeah.
my room is tidy.
Is it?
Mhm.
That was miraculously quick when I consider how messy it was this morning.
I tidied.
You tidied, did ya?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I still have my Thomas the Tank dressing gown because Pascal is pretty cold.
Oh, no, I don't know where it is.
It's on there.
Oh, well, why don't you wrap him in a little blanket or something? Right, so that's round 2. Now starting round 3. This is where I check that I've got 36 stitches on
I'll
the
take
front,
the
36 on the
dressing
back. Was it a shovel the shit under his bed sort of tidy? Probably. Did you tidy in front of your bookcase?
Yeah,
Because that area you usually forget.
I tidied that.
You tidied all of it, did you? I'll go up and check in a minute then,
Mhm.
and we'll see.
This doesn't fit me anymore.
No, well, I was going to save that and give it to Nathaniel when Nathaniel's big enough.
Let me check if it's still.
No, it doesn't fit you because it doesn't cover your bum. It looks more like a jacket than a dressing gown now. So 2, 4, 6,
Actually, it does.
8,
See?
10.
So when Nathaniel comes, he can add this. But when
Yeah.
he isn't here, this can be Pascal's.
Okay. I now know I need to move 2 from the back to the front.
I put the dressing gown on Pascal.
Oh, okay.
I didn't put his arms in the sleeves because they're too tiny.
I'm sure we've got something a bit smaller to fit Pascal. I'll have to see if we can find something.
One of my wallets! One of my wallets was in here.
That's because you leave stuff all over my house. So
Some of my door cards.
move those stitches to the back, and I should have 36 stitches on this needle now.
Found some of my door cards.
2, 4,
Since.
8. Two, 34,
Yes.
36. Yay! Right, so that's round 3 done. Now,
I found some of my
Put that
door
one aside.
cards.
and grab needle set number 2.
I'm glad I found my door cards.
See, if you put them all away in the same tin, you wouldn't find them scattered around the house, would you?
They were in here.
Fuck do I know.
Some of them were.
So I worked from the outside, now I'm going to work from the middle of my ball.
And then you're gonna get back to doing.
So how much do you reckon I need? So shall I do the amount of my mat or a little bit more? Just go say it right. About 1.5 meters, I reckon. Let's try that.
I mean,
We'll see. We'll see if that works.
squishy. There's a squishy one.
It's so squishy.
And it smells pretty too strong to me.
It doesn't smell. It smells nice and clean.
It smells strong.
Does it?
Yeah.
I've had 2 cups of tea and I'm still thirsty, you know. Oh, it's quiet today. Where's everybody? Ah, right. Okay, that's good to know. That's something I want to experiment with, actually, is like work out exactly how much tail I need. You're making another cuppa. Gonna try biscuit flavour Yorkshire tea. There's a biscuit flavour Yorkshire tea. I bet it's not decaf though, is it? Come on, hands. But like when you so you know that for making a pair of socks. But what about like if you're working in other yarn and you want to make a sweater? How do you know how much tail to leave yourself? This is why I never used long tail, because I could never figure it out.
Mummy, remember the patterns of dinosaurs that you was looking at?
Yeah.
Do you have a colour red?
Yeah, I could get some red.
Can you get a colour red?
Yes, I can get red.
Frankie, I want a red pterodactyl.
Do you?
Hey! I'm going to call the pterodactyl Rexy. found my dinosaurs flying last night.
Did you?
And I'm on a map to find them. I found one under my table, which was just silly. Do you know which one that was? T-Rex.
What's it?
It was my tiny green T-Rex. I've got a couple. And I've got a couple that I'm trying to find.
Could you go and unlock the front door for me?
Yes.
Thank you.
I know how to use the keys.
Go on then. I miss my nails when I'm getting the stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 32. You alright out there?
What?
You alright out there?
Yeah, I just can't get the keys out.
33. Okay, I'll do it in a minute.
Yeah.
34,
I got my stuff.
35,
Mandy and Toothless. Toothless too.
36.
Here's Mandy.
Please don't do that. 37,
Can I show them my puppies?
38,
9.
39,
40.
40,
I like 40.
41,
42. 43.
wait, so down a little bit, 43,
44.
4,
45.
so down a little bit, 45, hang on, when I make a stitch then you can count, 46,
47.
next, 48,
49.
49,
50.
50,
I want to show them my puppy.
51,
Hello.
52,
And hello. Toothless and
53,
Mandy are friends.
54, 55,
6.
56,
57.
57, 58, 59,
60.
60,
These puppets are friends. Mandy's a boy and Toothless is.
62,
See you guys later.
63, okay, 64,
Got my stuff.
65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. So I'd say that's a good amount to have my arms roughly shoulder width apart. You go by math. Go by the math you already have. You know you can cast on 80 stitches of the 90cm tail, so you work out from there. Hat needs 160, then you do 180, and so on and so forth. But what about if you're using different yarn, or does that... I mean, what if you're using a thicker yarn? Well, it's going to use more yarn, isn't it? Or bigger needles. excuse me. Oh, why have I not got any tea left? I might have to make a cup of tea when the shopping gets here, you guys. Oh, does it? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Well, at least now I know that that will do me, like you say, up to about 80 odd stitches. But surely you wouldn't have to double the tail for that, right? Because obviously what you've done there is you've gone, well, 80 stitches, 90 tails, so double the stitches, double the tail. But then you're just going to end up with extra tail at the end, aren't you? Or am I not? This is why I don't do long tails, it's just too much hassle. I like the neater cast on it gives me, but...
Mum,
Yeah?
I'm playing money.
Play me your money, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wish I had money to play with.
You can play my money as well.
Yeah, the trouble is I can't spend your money, that's the issue.
Why do you want to spend my money?
Because, you know, that's what you're supposed to do with money, is spend it.
But I want to keep my money forever. When I'm big, I might spend it.
When you're bigger, okay.
But I'm a kid right now, so...
You always have just the right amount, can't say the same for everyone else. That's it, isn't it?
Mummy,
Daryl.
remember my money thing?
Yeah.
I'm using that for my money.
Oh yeah, okay. Go on then, go play.
Can I go film one?
No, not yet, you can go play. You can go and check that your room's tidy.
I've already done that.
Have you? And it's tidy, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's not, I should be very cross.
And then what?
And then I should be very cross.
And then what will you do to me?
And then I will have to tell you off.
And then I'll have to
And
tidy
then you'll
my
be
room.
all upset, and then you'll have to go up and tidy it anyway. So, you know, you might as well just do it voluntarily.
my room is tidy.
Okay, I believe you.
What?
I believe you.
So you don't need a check?
I will check. I'll have a look when I go up to the toilet.
Every time?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to play money.
Okay. You need what? Everybody needs tea. The world needs tea to survive. Oh dear. What's it like? Is it decaf? Can you get a decaf version? Right, so that's round one done. The only trouble is with doing 2 at a time socks is that you feel like you're behind because say you cast on at the same time as Elle, for example, and she's merrily knitting away on one sock, she'll be cast on and 10 rounds down before you've got your 2 arranged. But then don't forget you are knitting double the amount, so she'll end up with a sock that's 2 inches long, but you've got 2 socks that are 1 inch long. So there's a decaf. Oh, see, that means I can't have it. I bet it's really nice. I bet it's like drinking malted milk or something, malted milk biscuits or digestive biscuits. You're back with tea. That was bloody quick. You've got those hot water thingy my bobs. It's always hot. Or a super duper kettle. Hello, Nelly. How are you? You've been told it tastes like malted milk. There's a jam on toast flavoured tea. Jesus Christ! Where are you finding all these teas? I've never heard of half of these. For some reason, splitting that yarn. There we go. Jam on toast tea? That's absurd. And why don't they make decaf versions of these so that I can try them all? Did it taste like jam on toast? It's like I remember my mum saying when I was a kid, try these. That's when pop sockets came out here. And she was like, apparently it's just like having jam on toast. Well, it is, provided you don't mind boiling hot jam. And they've got the attraction of pop sockets. They're too sweet and they're tiny, If you like 2 slices of jam on toast in the morning, 1 pop socket isn't going to do it. And they're stupidly expensive. Just a normal kettle, but you use loose leaves. I haven't used loose leaf tea in forever. We used to have a teapot when I was a kid. Good old teapot. Pop-Tarts. Yeah. Why? What did I say? Did I? Sorry. Oh dear me. Yeah, I know. I meant Pop-Tarts. Oh my god, look at that! Toast and jam tea! That's fucking cool! You guys, look what Kaz has got. Biscuit and toast and jam tea. Why isn't it decaf? You have all the stupid flavour ones. See, I rarely buy flavoured tea because I don't tend to like it. I'm not, it's like people who drink hot Ribena. I think you're fucking weird. But You know, I could go a biscuit tea or jam on toast. Tweet Yorkshire tea and yeah, I'm gonna. My friends just told me that you can get like biscuit flavour and jam on toast flavoured tea. I want some. Trifle. Oh my god. Yeah, they do. They all just taste like hot squash to me. The only one I've ever really sort of been able to stomach for more than a few seconds is I think it's made by Twinings, and it's an apple tea. They sell it in the IKEA cafe. That's all I know, because I used to have it when I used to go to knit night up there. A Bakewell tart flavoured green tea. See, I would drink all of these, and my daughter would as well, because she likes sort of different flavoured teas. But yeah, the apple one was the only one I would really like. I'm pretty sure that was a Twinings one. Bird and Blend. Alright. Could you text me that so that I'll remember that later and I'll look them up. Yeah, Bakewell flavoured tea. And anywhere else where I can buy shit like that. Flavoured decaf tea.
Money for you.
Oh, yay.
You get money. You want anything to spend on with all this?
Oh, there's lots of things I could spend money on, Daryl.
I've got 5 change, 10 change,
Butterbeer tea. What is in that? Harry Potter butterbeer?
and 50.
Orange and lemon one called St Clemens.
got
Right.
all this.
Yeah, no, see, I think that would be a bit sharpish, wouldn't it? Citrus sort of tea. Oh, I should have to have a look at them later then. That sounds a bit cool. If they do like decaf, then that would be brilliant. Leave the keys, I'll sort them in a minute.
I just want to get them out. Can I put a film on?
No.
Why?
Goes. 10,
Go to the number 100.
14,
15.
16. No, I'm skip counting. In twos. So 18,
20.
20.
22.
Hang on. 22.
24.
24.
I don't want to do this all day.
26.
I'm going to talk to your life.
28.
Elle hasn't come, has she?
Elle's at work.
Oh, great.
You have to make do with Dork and Kaz and Nelly.
Give me Yambo kisses.
You do a little bit, don't you? She just sent me a message. I like tea. Look at that. Oh my god, you got rhubarb and custard. Chocolate orange!
No way!
Lemon green tea, turmeric, orange. Chocolate orange tea. I bet that's fucking delish.
Chocolate orange?
Chocolate orange tea in a tea. We like chocolate orange in this house.
Chocolate is my favourite. Give me Yambo kisses.
No, go on, go play.
I want to like.
The chocolate orange one's caffeine free. I need that. Where'd you get it? Do you order them online or can I buy it in shops? This is why I see, because I don't look at the fruit, because I'm like, oh, it's fruit tea, isn't it?
You will be attacked. Shopping hasn't come.
Not yet. Should be here soon though.
And it's raining.
Do you want to keep an eye open to see when the van gets here? So that we can open
Yay!
the front door. Go and have a look at the front room window. Out of the front window. Go and have a look at the window.
Yeah, boss.
Oh yeah, you got the arm balls out.
Is it from Tesco's or?
Got it in Asda. Oh, right. I bet you it's a Christmas only kind of thing.
Where's it from?
Iceland.
Iceland. So I have to look for the Iceland.
Yeah, you want the Iceland lorry.
Did you give them our number?
Yeah, they know where we live.
Okay, good.
Right, so I'm just coming to the end of round 3.
And then you'll be on round 4.
I will.
I know that easy. I saw the post lady.
Did you?
Mhm.
Is she, what, over the road?
No, she's near here, but she's not at our house. She's at someone else's house.
Oh, right, okay.
I saw her going to someone else's house.
Morning cleaner. Now you have to decide which set of needles you want to work with for 2 at a time. This one has got bends in it because I've bent it a little bit too sharp. So I'm going to put both pairs of socks on this needle. So the needle that you want to use for your 2 at a time socks is the one that you now want to be holding in your right hand because you're going to be knitting onto it. So because I'm going to do this, I'm going to do the front half of these socks.
I don't see it.
No, well, just keep your eyes open. How are you, Kalina? I'm good, I'm good. I'm hungry.
I'm good.
Daryl's good too.
I'm looking out for our shopping.
Yeah, we're expecting a grocery delivery in a minute, so.
And stuff for me. We didn't have any chocolate milkshakers, didn't they?
No, they didn't have any chocolate milkshake at all.
I had them. And I was really angry.
Right, so when you get to the end of your first 36 stitches, you
You're done.
now want to start on the cuff of the next sock. So pick up your other cuff that you've worked on. Move it into position onto your needle, like so, when it wants to. But instead of using the pin off the same sock, you're going to continue on with the pin from this sock. Okay? This is just where it gets a little bit fiddly. And this is also why I like to have a good few rows in and established, because then she can't see you if you're this side of the curtain.
No. And what side?
Well, you'd need to lift the curtain, but don't, because it will fall.
I lift it carefully.
I just said don't lift the curtain. Why did you not listen to me?
I want the post lady to wave back at me.
Is she across the road?
Yeah,
Well, she won't hear you over all the traffic then, will she?
but she's at the house 47.
Okay.
She might be coming to ours.
She'll be here later. Oh, thank you for the follow, knitted. Kay Harper. Is that right? Welcome to my channel. Come on in for a gin mag.
No, she can't.
Oh, she can't hear you over the traffic. Is the van there yet?
No.
Sorry about the gabbing in the background. My son is looking Carpern. Okay. My son is looking out for the groceries. We're waiting on our grocery shopping.
And some stuff for me.
And some stuff for Daryl. Okay, so you've now got your first sock is here, and your second sock is next to it on that pin, right? Turn the whole kit and caboodle over. Now, the second sock, the sock that is at the left, which is your sock 1, you're going to want to put that slightly onto the pins. And by pins, I mean the metal bit, okay? Because you need this bit of cable, all right? Put your front sock or your right hand sock onto its pin as well. Pull the back pin out.
I'm getting bored of waiting here.
You're getting bored of waiting there, are you?
Mm-hmm.
So pull the back pin out and round, and this is the pin that you will end up both socks on in a minute. Okay, so you've got, hang on, let me adjust the focus a little bit so you can see what I've got. Right, so I've got one pin there on the left hand sock, okay, and the wire is going down and around the back and through both cuffs and coming out here. Okay, so these 2 pins are one cable. I've got half a cuff on the other set of needles because I've already knit half onto this cuff. So what I'm going to do now with this needle that's at the back of my work that's got both cuffs on it, I'm now going to knit these stitches off of this spare pin, if you like, and onto this pin, and then I will have 2 at a time socks. Okay?
I want you to do that.
I'm gonna.
Yay! I don't see our shopping.
Well, it'll be here soon. So you just knit straight across. Just keep an eye on this to make sure that you're not going to lose your stitches. It's your old cat's name. Oh, that's fantastic, Carpern. That's lovely.
So keep my eyes open.
What I do is when I'm doing, I hold this pin with my little finger, and then the stitches don't tend to sort of disappear. But if you're worried about it and you're new to 2 at a time, you could always put a stopper on the end of your needle to stop the stitches coming off if you're worried that will happen. That's why I say I like at least an 80 centimetre needle, because then I've got enough room to work with it.
Here. Oh, that! I saw a big track.
No, you can't. It's not possible to do.
I saw a big truck, but it didn't have the word.
I cast sock on one set and I work 3 rounds, and then I cast on a second set and I work 3 rounds on that. I always work 3 rounds because the first round is your joining round, okay? Because you cast on, you fold it in half, and you end up your back stitches and your front stitches. You join the stitches. Yeah, you can do toe-up ones, you can, but not top-down. So yeah, your first round joins your stitches up. Your second round sort of sets your first round, if you like. And then your third round is rearranging your stitches to make sure you've got an even amount on the back and the front. And then round 4 is where they then become 2 at a time. Right, so I've now got to the end of that sock, and if you drop that needle you were just working from, you will then find that you've got 2 socks on 1 needle, and you can dispose of that one.
I'm keeping my eyes on.
And now the only thing you've got to make sure is that when you've finished one cuff, that you drop the yarn and pick up the yarn for the other cuff.
Okay, I don't see it.
The only way for you to do 2 at a time is to use set of DPNs and work a few rows each. Yeah, but you need 2 sets. But if you get a circular, you can work them together, see? And I work from either end of a centre pull ball as well. So this is my yarn, yeah. The right hand sock is coming from the outside of the centre pull ball, and the left hand sock is coming from the inside of the centre pull ball. And you turn it upside down and it's not going to go anywhere. You work on your socks tandem instead. You used to do it 2 at a time. You found, I mean, if you have hand issues like anything like arthritis, rheumatism, 2 at a time might be. I don't find it too hard, but then I'm also working on a bloody great blanket, so yeah. You have a circular. You even finally mastered magic loop. Well, mastered meaning you don't get the bloody ladder on the break point. But for socks, you just like DPN. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. If you prefer DPNs, you prefer DPNs. See, I get the ladder on DPNs. Vanilla socks, you use DPNs, pattern socks with 2 circs, but tandem 2. Cool. Yeah, Dork uses 2 circs. Yeah, see, I used to use DPNs, but then, you know, I switched to this and I was like, oh, this is fucking genius. It took me a while to figure out how to do it, you know. Right, and now I've knit to the end, and I've now got 2 pairs of socks on 1 circular needle. And all I do is I just hold them like that as I pull my needle into place. That's a tail. And then I make sure that my yarn is at the back for both of them. Pull the back needle out and then shuffle everything onto the front needle. And if you make sure you keep your socks together, so you don't leave this one on the loop, then you won't lose the loop in the sock. Yeah? So I always keep my socks together.
Mummy, you get a gold star.
Oh, I get a gold star, you guys. There you go. I'm going to put that there. Also, I'll put that in my journal later. Yeah?
Because you're doing a good job of...
Am I doing a good job? Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier on, the trick with circulars is to cross them. Yeah, I mean, you've got all this cable, work with it. I make sure that they cross at either end.
Mummy?
You remember when you first found doing toe up 2 at a time, thought it was magic, but hand troubles was making it. Yeah, I mean, like I say, if that works for you, then go for it, you know? I get a gold star from my boy and you get told off by yours. How unfair life is. Oh no, dude, oh yeah, you're not friends with me on Facebook, are you? He told me the other day that he didn't want to live with me anymore because I was bossy. He's 6. Thank you so much. He's my youngest. But yeah, no, he told me he didn't want to live with me anymore because I was bossy. And I was like, oh, okay. He grabbed me out to stay. He was sitting in the other room watching TV and I was kept going in and out. And I walked past at one point and I just went, you! And he went, I know. And I was just like, you are so freaking adorable. Bossy mums are the worst. Yeah, I know. But there you go. What you use depends on your mood when you cast on. Is that the shopping? Go and have a quick look. I'm sure I just heard a van.
No. Can't see
Look
it.
out onto get up on the sofa and look down that way, Daryl.
Which way? This way?
Get off the curtain before you pull it down. It's not. It's your brother moving around upstairs. Yours is 7. The bossy thing you heard like daily. He wants to move out a few days. Yeah, don't they always?
It wasn't it.
That was the only part you came in and heard. He's my youngest. He's the youngest of 5. The other 4 are all adults, and my daughter is pregnant. So yeah, she's due in a couple of months.
She's having a baby.
She's having a baby. So yeah, I must be mad because I've done the teenagery bit, I've done all of that, and now I'm going to do it all again.
Yeah.
Such a fun age not. God, is he 12 already?
I think.
When does that happen?
Don't know.
Yep, yeah, I know. Yeah, he never shuts up. That's the issue with that one.
Back here.
Back there, yeah, you never shut up, do you?
I want to talk, and talk.
Yeah.
Forever and ever.
Right, you gonna go and play then?
I'm putting golden stickers on stuff. Mummy,
What?
there's someone that didn't get a gold star. But I'm going to put one on him.
Put a gold star on him. Go on then. He'll be 13 in May.
Let's get you a sticker, shall we?
I've got, my oldest will be 30 in September. 30 in September. My second son, who's staying with me at the moment, will be 28 in June.
He's my brother, which lets me play this.
My daughter will be 26 next month.
Yeah.
And her baby is due in April.
Which is long.
My son-in-law will be 26 in April. I hear the van. Right, I will be right back, okay? My grocery shopping's just arrived, so yeah. Bear with me a sec.
Maddie's got his awesome golden star. Hi, Spencer. I'll help you the shopping. Hello. It's freezing.
Go away. Right, go away, because I need space for the Ice Man. Go to the front room.
Can I put a film on?
On the bed. Morning.
The shopping is here. Is it cold?
Go away. Can you make a me one, Tor? Could you please? Do you know they do biscuit flavoured tea, jam on toast flavoured tea, bake or tart flavoured tea? I need to try all these teas. Good morning.
Hello.
Could you just stick them inside for me? Thank you so much. Lovely, thank you.
Pew, 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 pew. What is in here?
Go away, will you?
Never. I think we're gonna get a lot.
Thanks so much. Oh, is that? Yeah, away and shut the door.
Done it. We've got some Crispies, which is good. That bag there is where the Crispies are.
That's all to go in the fridge, love.
Honey, and get the crisp bag.
But they sell Subway and ice loads.
Crisp.
Yes, that's can stay there for a minute. I think that's all frozen.
Yay!
Right,
We got
that's all frozen. That's just nice bottles. Out the way. Groceries, tins. Right, I will pack the rest away in a wee while. I'm actually online at the moment.
I want some bread.
Shove off!
Ready.
You've just had your breakfast. Go on.
Hey, I want some of
Go! Play! You're not having anything to eat at fucking this time of the morning. Oh,
What? Hi.
wow, thank you, Matt. Oh my God. Wow, £10 tip. Thank you so much. That's so awesome. I didn't realise I hadn't muted the mic, sorry. Oh, so, go play. Yeah, he does have so much energy. He's exhausting.
I have thousands of energy.
Thank you so much. You're adorable.
I'm cute.
You're cute, are you?
Mhm.
You listen to other people too much.
Yeah, people always call me cute.
Poor guy had to go back to the van 3 times. I ordered so much. I was like, just chuck the whole lot in the freezer and everything else can just stay in the hallway, really, and until I'm done. The whole family can just trip all over it for now.
No. The food will be ruined then. Where's my Wait, Matt's moving all the stuff.
Well, it's up to Matt, isn't it?
Matt said,
If you just leave it, darling, I'll do it in a bit.
Matt, leave it. Jean's going to do it in a bit. He's not listening.
No, well, that's fine. It's up to him then, isn't it? Rather be washed up, but there you go.
Matt,
Daryl, leave him alone. Yeah, what's I saying? Yeah, my daughter is going to be 26 next month. Baby's due in April. Her husband's birthdays are also in April. My 4th child will be 25 the day after my daughter's 26th birthday. It's only a year and a day between those two. And then Daryl will be 7 in November.
which will take forever.
Which will take forever, you know, because it's not like he's been 6 forever.
I've been 5 forever.
You're 6 now.
But now I have to wait until November.
I know. Just like all that time.
Wait, it might be Christmas after that.
Yeah, it's Christmas after your birthday.
No, my birthday's first. And then it was Christmas.
Go play, please. I got a cup of tea as well. While I was waiting for the van driver to unload, I was like, get on, because I'm so thirsty.
I know you are. You love tea, don't you?
I love tea. Ouch. No, leave that there. Go and play.
Can I get my puppy?
Yes. Why you choose to go halfway across the room and then go, oh, I've left my toys? I don't know. Get them and go. Go on. Doing my nutting. He's a classic case of telephone, you know. Don't come near me for hours on end till I'm doing something. The minute I'm on the phone, when I'm talking to somebody. Luckily your kid hasn't decided to start being anxious about his birthday and gifts yet. Last year he started in January and bugged me every day about it. Oh no, that would drive me bonkers. He's quite good, although I do have like a I don't know if you're in England, there's a catalogue store here called Argos, and up until last year they used to release a catalogue a couple of times a year, and I picked up the last one because they announced like we're not going to do this anymore, and I thought, oh, you know, I'll go pick it up and see what's going on. And he sits for hours looking through that. Oh right, okay, it's well, Argos is what we call a catalogue store, so they sell everything. Most items they have in stock, but if you want like big bulk items like furniture, you know, white goods and all that lot, you have to order it online, and then or you can order it in store and they come and deliver it to you. And yeah, he sits, looks through the catalogue, and yeah, can I have this? Can I have this? Mum, I want this. Mum, I want this. I want this. All of page 147. You know, and I'm like, okay. Oh, bless him. It's what prompted the move to Sweden then.
Did you find any top trump cards?
No, I haven't looked for top trump cards.
Did you
Yeah,
get them?
we're still on like full lockdown here. Your ex is Swedish.
Mummy,
But he's an ex, and you decided to stay there, yeah?
Mummy,
What?
did you get those trump?
No, I didn't buy the top trump cards.
I wanted those.
No, you'll have to behave yourself then, won't you? And maybe I will buy you some. That means not hanging on me, yeah?
And the panther.
Go play, please. Sweden never locked down, gosh. Used to go through the Argos. Yeah, I know, so did I. I would spend thousands in my head, you know, quite happily. Liked the country better than the ex. Oh, that's it, innit? Yeah, so, yeah. A lot less in the way of bills then. We won't talk about what the English think of the American medical system. Well, see, Kaz and I live on the Isle of Wight in the UK, and you'd have thought the same for us, you know, because the only way you can get here is by ferry, and you'd have thought the ferry companies and the island would have said, no, we don't want outsiders coming here during it. No, we had holiday makers coming over last summer. We had, when they went into the second lockdown, people from London flocked here to their second homes, and people who live here also went to Southampton and Portsmouth to go to Primark and, you know, to do all their Christmas shopping. And it was just like, well, what the fuck? Yeah. And yeah, we went from tier 1, which was the lowest tier, and we were one of only, 2 or 3 places in England that were tier 1, to tier 4 in the space of a week.
We're tier 3 now.
No, we're not. We're in lockdown now. So
we're not in a tier.
And yeah, go and play. You are not putting a film on. My 4th child worked security in a pub on Christmas Eve. Caught COVID.
Alex.
You know, because people just went out on the lash, got absolutely fucking hammered, and for some reason when people are drunk they always want to go and stand with the security guards. I never got that, but there you go. I wouldn't have gone near those security guards in bogies, but there you go. 18 in that town. And yet where I live is one of the highest in the country now.
Yep.
I think we're the 4th highest in my town.
That might be good. I don't want to play. Get bored of playing. Fine, no.
Oh.
Okay.
Go on, go play for a bit.
There goes one of your needles.
Well, yeah, I mean, we do. Like I say, you can only get here by ferry. There's no what we call a fixed link. So there's no causeway, there's no bridge. You can't just drive here. You have to get on the ferry if you want to come here. Slurp, excuse me. But yeah, the ferry companies, we were like, surely they'll shut the ferries. Surely they'll shut they'll shut the ferries now. Surely they'll shut the ferries now. Especially when we jumped from tier 1 to tier 4. It was like, they've got to shut the ferries now, surely. And they didn't. And we, you know, everybody who lives here has been like, why don't they fucking stop people coming, you know? Why aren't they stopping people that, unless you've got a bloody good reason to go over to the mainland, why aren't they stopping people going? You know, if you work on the mainland, fine. You know, the childminder down the road, her husband works for the hospital service. So obviously he has to go to work. You know, my daughter had a scan a few weeks back. And because she had a medical reason for wanting a 4D scan, she was allowed to go to that. But you know damn well that not everybody that's on that ferry is going for something important. He sounds like your son. I'm bored. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's yes, he's cute and he fucking knows it. Hello, Stitch and Shy. How are you this morning? I used to work about an hour away teaching weaving at an adult education school. You felt uncomfortable taking the bus. I haven't been on the bus since this all started. It's been well over a year since I last went on the bus. They reduced the amount of buses, so the buses were packed. Yeah, it's stupid, isn't it? We've still got a regular-ish bus service going. The train's not going because they're we've just got new trains, or new to us trains. So we get the London Underground cast-offs here. And we haven't had our trains replaced for, they were done when I was a kid and I'm in my 40s, so yeah. But they're having to modify the tracks so that they work. So we've got no train service running, so you've got to get on the bus. And they've like put hazard tape on like every other seat, but then there's not enough buses running, so you know, it's ridiculous. You finally learned a long tail cast on that's not super tight. Ah, well, I learned mine from Miss L. I even clipped it and saved it so that I could refer back to it when I can't remember how to do it. Yeah, bless her to big son, yeah. Yeah, that's what I've more or less done this morning. So made it nice and stretchy. These were done with a twisted long tail cast on, and I tried them on and they fit. Another one you could always try is if you go on, it's not a long tail one, but if you go on YouTube and look up Tilly's stretchy cast on, that is a fabulously stretchy cast on, that one. Last time you got a bus it felt too full and couldn't cope. Yeah. No, I've got no plans to get on one anytime soon. I mean, I used to catch the bus out to, you know, the middle of the country, as it were, with Daryl, and then we'd walk home. But I don't want to get in a big metal box with, you know, a plague. But my son-in-law, bless his heart, him and my daughter recently bought a car off of one of my sons, because my son upgraded his car when he started his new job, and he sold his first car to his sister, which is cool. It means that she's got a car, so when she goes into labour, Rob can get to the hospital and all that lot. He has said, you know, well, if you want, I can drop you and Daryl off, you know, in the middle of nowhere and leave you there. I'm like, lovely, thanks, Rob.
Nice.
I think you're following her on YouTube. I don't know if she posts much on YouTube, but her version of it is ever so slightly different from the German cast-ons I've seen. But I clipped that and saved it, so by all means bookmark it and have a go. But yeah, Tilly's ultimately stretchy cast on. That one there is a long tail cast on, but the super stretchy cast on by Tilly isn't a long tail. So is it Tilly Buddy? Yeah, quite possibly. She posted it. I mean, God, it's, you know, going back years. This cast on. I've been using it for 10 years. I literally, this is my second pair of socks using that cast on that I've just posted the link to. And that one is a long tail cast on if you want that one.
Ow!
Your car was in such bad shape you bought yourself an electric bike and just ride everywhere in town. It's awesome. That's okay if it's just you, but of course I go everywhere with this parasite here.
Look at L.
Yeah, it's not L, it's just a clip.
From here.
From me. Go on.
Aww.
So, you know, and the roads here are manic. I wouldn't want to ride a bike on our roads. They're just... You got a 3-wheel. Awesome. Awesome. I just wouldn't feel safe on our roads on a bicycle. I'd love to, because it would help me lose some weight, you know, and I could plonk Daryl on the back and all of that lot. But I would worry for our safety the way people drive here. People drive like total... idiots. Yeah, it is. It is. I've driven through Sweden a couple of times. It's like driving through farmlands, isn't it? It's lovely, all flat. The bit that I went through. Yeah, I do too. Because the good thing is you can pause it and rewind it multiple times until you learned it without saying, stop, 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 do it again, slow down, do it again, what did you do that? You know, you can just keep rewinding it. My only issue is that when I'm sitting here with like 2 needles and yarn in hand, that I don't always want to let go to rewind, you know what I mean? Because I might be tangled up doing something complicated. But, you know, like I say, this is my second pair of socks using that cast on that I clipped just now. And I've been knitting for nearly 40 years. So there you go. I learned something new this month. I'm so thirsty. You watched 2 kitchen videos on how to do it. Now you know that looking now. Yeah. It's knit, purl, purl, knit. Easy peasy. Once you get it, you go, oh, you know. It is. I'd like to know how that was figured out. How somebody figured out that that's how you do it. Because it's you know, it blows my mind every time I do it. I'm like, that is so fucking clever. Who figured that out, and how did they figure it out? Yeah, but you know, you I've got a little wooden keyring somewhere with the Kitchener instructions on. I'll have to find it. If I find it, I'll send it your way. But it's just knit, purl, and then purl, knit. So knit, purl on the front, and then purl, knit on the back. So I always wanted like a ruler, but hand tattoos tend not to last brilliantly well. And obviously, as you age or you gain or lose weight, the instruction, you know, the measurements would change. I just thought it would always be really cool to have a rule of thumb, you know. You've got to, yeah, I want one of those. Where did you get it from? You actually have a 4-inch stitch gauge on your finger, do you? Oh, that's awesome. Have you got a Instagram or somewhere we can see? Or, by all means, come and join my Discord and post it in there. I had a friend that had a pico spacing tattoo on her finger for tattooing. That's so fucking cool. Oh, the things we do. You measure your knitting with your hands. You've got roughly an 8-inch stretch. Oh, that's cool. I never think to measure stuff like that, you know. It's like I've got one of these. Sock ruler. This is about 10 years old. I got it before she'd even applied for the patent, so it's like patent pending there. And then on the back I just wrote me, so that I know exactly how long I need to make my socks. Yeah, nips off to measure handspan. So what do you go? Do you go from finger to thumb, or do you go wrist to middle finger? So yeah, I literally just wrote on the back with, I think it was a Sharpie or a Staedtler Lumocolor. Just measured my foot, knit a sock basically until it was from the heel turn to where I would decrease my toes, and then put it on here and just went, yep, that'll do. And now this means I don't have to try my sock on every fucking time. The only issue I have with it, I'm seriously thinking about like maybe seeing if I can hack a cut, because this doesn't fit in a project bag. You know, I've got a box bag that I tend to use for my socks, and this is just a little bit too long because it's 9 3/4 inches, and I'm like, I don't need it that long. I need it to be 7 inches. My foot is 7 inches long, so I don't really need it. I could just use a tape measure, but I like to put the sock on because then it sits nicely. Do you know what I mean? You posted it and show it off. Okay, hang on. You measure from tip of pinky to tip of thumb. That's all right, provided you stretch the same amount. I mean, if I'm hypermobile, so some days I can stretch super amounts, and then other days I can't get quite so far. The sock ruler person lives in a town near where you're from. You had a nice chat and you went, oh right, cool. Well, tell her that you spoke to a person in England who's had hers for like, gosh, at least 10 years, you know, and it's got patent pending still written on it. I don't know whether she still does that. Still got the instructions and the original bag it came in and everything. It's brilliant. Hang on, right, I need Discord. Where's that? There it is. Show it off. It's just loading the picture. That is so cool. That is so cool. Look at that. Yeah, it will. Yeah, it's only a rough measure. High knots, but it does give you a rough idea. So you know that if you want to knit, I can't close that now because I can't fucking see. If you want to knit 8.5 inches, you know that once you've sort of hit your handspan area, you'll know to start measuring properly with a ruler. You mark your socks with open locking markers for rows and always knit the same amount of rows. See, Miss L does that. She does. I always do the same amount of rows for my cuff, and then she marks as she goes. I could do that, but I would forget to mark when I'm sitting watching TV. I would forget to just, do it. But I suppose I could knit it, measure it, and then count the rows before I start the heel. I could do it that way. Do you do it? I do double that. I do 30. I like huge cuffs. Huge cuffs on mine. That's a 30 row cuff. I'm starving. It is an awesome tattoo. I might have to see if John at High Tides will do one for me. I just think that's a cool thing for a yarnie to have. You count them every 20. Don't actually do them when you get to that row always. Yeah, no, she sits with a wee notebook and just marks it each time. But I would forget to count it or mark it or whatever, That's why I work 2 at a time though, Kalina, because then I know my socks are exactly the same size. Yeah, I forget to mark it off cast as well, which is why I don't bother. But it's quite easy to count rows, so, I think if on this one, I think what I might do is measure it when I'm ready to start the heel flap. And before I actually start the heel flap, I'll count the number of rows and then make a note of that somewhere. And then I won't need to carry my ruler, because that'd be good.
Mummy,
More coffee.
why can't I put a film on?
Later on. Oh no, you don't have to do it right. Yeah, I would have to do it exact same row, because I'm like that. Yeah, that's what I would do.
I'm playing Superpower. It's when they find a powerful dragon.
Do they? You need a bath. So little boys, when you go, you need a bath, and they're like, I don't need a bath.
I do not.
Say hi, Knots. Knots is saying hello to you.
Hi, Nuts. He's not.
That one there. She says hi, kiddo.
You don't know my name, don't you?
She probably can't remember. It's Daryl.
Daryl.
Spelled D-A-R-R-E-L-L.
No.
Don't lean on my chair. Good.
I want more kisses from her life.
Shower's a swear word, yeah, right.
We've got shower, bath.
Oh, look. There's a sock ruler out in the wild.
The sock of the world. A sock of the world. Ta-da.
That's Carpens. She's just put it in our in my Discord.
Oh,
Yay.
no.
So is the yellow band your
Thingy.
Shut up, child. Yeah. I do like the idea of a ruler on your finger though. I don't know that I would ever actually use it, but it would just be good fun, wouldn't it? Can't spell. Yeah, she can't spell your name to save her life.
It's the a who e
child. You need to stop banging on my arm. You've actually bruised my arm with your chin.
Sorry. Thank you.
He's got this real habit when he comes in. He's just this height now when I'm sitting here, and he digs his chin in my arm. And because he comes in here quite a bit and does that. And then he climbs in my bed in the mornings and he's like, can we look at this on your phone? Can we look at that on your phone? So I turn on to my right and he's like cuddled up behind me and he sticks his chin on my arm in exactly the same place. So I've got a permanent bruise halfway down my bloody arm. It hurts.
Jumbo kisses.
Jumbo kisses.
I want more. I want all
Yeah,
of these.
You knit your socks until 8 1/4, then do 1 round to decrease. There's 4 rows of plain, and then your toe at 8 3. Yeah, a dent on my arm. Yeah, it hurts.
Who's sending me all these jambos?
Kaz. So I do 7 inches of leg and 7 inches of foot.
Okay, I'm going to tell you.
You're here now. Your signal's Are you working? Thank you, sweetheart, for the tip. You are fabulous.
I give you a kiss.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you, all of you, the jambos, are only the one that's sending me the hearts that are.
Go on, go play.
I want to play one on the ball.
Go play.
I always get told that.
Are you working? Is that why your signal's bad? They're lovely nuts. You're waiting for McDonald's? Okay. Are you working and on a break waiting for McDonald's or? Is that jumping in the doorway and counting?
I got 20.
You have big feet, so you do 9 inches on leg and foot. Yeah, no, I do 7. I discovered a while ago that I like the leg to be the same length as the foot. Just sits nice. Whereas Doc does little itty bitty ankle socks, which I think are so cute.
There's not.
You left the house specifically for McDonald's. Well, I'm not surprised.
McDonald's is the
Matt
best.
lives on McDonald's. Tea.
They can see that already.
I miss using my Mary Poppins cup.
Yeah. That cup is much better, isn't it?
I could just do a McDonald's actually. I like the triple cheeseburger. Yum, yum, yum. With extra pickles. You have small feet. You shop for shoes in the kids section. Yeah. I had the opposite problem growing up. I couldn't find shoes to fit me.
I just like the meal.
You've not had McDonald's all week? Oh my gosh. You must be dying. Go on, out.
I like the meal with chicken and chips.
Daryl,
I want to be in here.
play. Your feet are long and thin and you're tall, so you like longer socks. I'm not tall. I'm 5'2". I'm only little. I'm little and round. Does have a plus. You don't need much yarn for a pair of socks. Well, yeah. I mean, you would get 2 pairs of socks out of a 100-gram skein, wouldn't you? So, cool. Or socks and matching gloves out of 100-gram skein. We had McDonald's the other day. You're nearly dead. No, I'm 5'2". I'm short arse. Nearly finished the first set of cocks. I'm the shortest one in my family. even all of my kids except for Daryl so far, obviously, and he will be tall.
Pew.
I'm gonna tag you if you don't stop it.
Okay.
Give me that.
Why?
Give me it. No, you don't point that in people's faces. You've been told. Go. Oh, fucking hell. I'm getting Etsy messages and a phone call. Sorry, give me a minute. Hello? Sorry about that. God's sake. Somebody had been trying to ring me, and I thought it was somebody else, and I haven't been answering the phone because I just basically didn't want to talk to them. And it turns out the person ringing me wasn't who I thought it was. And, yeah, it's my oldest son's autistic, and he goes to, like, a special needs centre. And he goes to do drama because he loves acting. Because he's high functioning and speaks very clearly, he tends to get quite good roles. And it also means he gets to see his friends. But because of COVID, of course, they keep closing it. Or he chooses not to go because he doesn't feel safe. And apparently, he's got a social worker. I'm like, didn't know he had a social worker. So she wants to do a video meeting with us to do a review. Could you please let go of my arms when I'm trying to knit? Thank you. Right, sorry about all of that. Do I fancy walking about? Is that Matt? You're being watched in the McDonald's car park by an old man thinking you might want your McDonald's. Well, you might be hungry. Did you buy him one?
Do you like your golden star? I want my gun back.
Yeah, that's what she said. No, you don't have it back. Go on, out.
When can I have it?
When I decide. Yeah, she said you know how to get on. I was like, it's okay, you know. Kyle's hugely into superheroes, you know, so like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, DC Cinematic Universe,
Justice League.
and he can watch stuff like that for hours and hours, and he will talk your fucking ear off given half the chance about Batman or, you know, anything like that. Batman especially he adores.
Even Spider-Man?
Yeah, and Spider-Man. So, you know, he's got plenty to keep him quiet and occupied, but he is obviously missing his friends. Will you please go play? Instead of keep interrupting me, it's very rude. I have told you now. You keep nagging at me to stream during the day, and then you don't shut up long enough for me to get a word out. Go on, go play. Go play upstairs with your toys. Yeah, it is really tough with special needs. Yours doesn't understand the whole thing, so now he knows he can say he is sick and stay home. Yeah. I mean, Daryl, like last year, I made the decision to pull Daryl out of school because I don't think the schools can do enough to stop the kids from, you know, keeping their social distance. At 5 and 6 years old, they're not going to do that. So I pulled him out of school at the end of last term and said I would homeschool this year. And it took him a while to sort of figure out what was going on, and he was like, but I haven't got a cough, because he normally gets a cough like each winter. He catches a winter cold and it goes on for months, you know, 6 months out of the year Daryl's got a cold. And I said to him, you know, that was my excuse. I said, well, we can't do that because of the cough. And he was like, all right, okay.
I don't have a cough anymore.
And then, like that, you know, but I don't have a cough anymore. I was like, well, no, it's to stop you catching it and getting poorly. So he's like, yeah, see, my son's high functioning, which is a lot easier. But they shut down all our schools when it first hit. And even the place where Kyle goes, that was closed down because it was considered, you know, safest for everyone. But, you know, Kyle made the decision, don't know whether to go or not, and all that. And I said, well, at the end of the day, it's entirely up to you. I don't, you know. But there's some of the things they're not doing, like they're not doing drama because they don't want the entire student body, as it were, because when they do a drama production, everybody is in it. Doesn't matter what they're doing. Like if they did, what was it they did? They did Cinderella with like Shrek, because one of the kids wanted to be Shrek, and Seven Dwarfs. You know, everybody gets a little part, even if they just come on for the dancing. Do you know what I mean? Everybody gets a part, which is awesome. but there was no way that they could have 60 odd kids in a hallway that all, you know, Down syndrome kids and autistic kids and all those lot that don't understand. No, you can't hug each other, you can't. And they don't have enough staff to cope with it. Yet school is mandatory as well. Well, education is mandatory here in the UK. So the law says your child has to be given an education. It does not have to be in school. If your child is registered at school, then they have to attend school, or you face a fine and or imprisonment. But you can deregister from official education, from the national curriculum, and you can home educate. It's illegal to homeschool there. Seems a bit harsh.
Can we play toys?
Not right now. Not right now. You know I don't like playing that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You'll break it. You keep whopping it on things.
Do you like this?
I thought when she started gabbling at me on the phone, actually, because I haven't had my home ed check yet, even though Daryl's been deregistered for almost 4 months. I haven't actually heard from anybody at the I didn't know you could do that in the UK. Yeah, basically, provided normally what happens is all you need to do is write to the teacher that your school, the head teacher of the school that your child attends, okay, and say that as of such and such a date, I will be deregistering my child and educating at home. And that is sufficient. The head teacher will notify your local council and your local educational authority, the LEA, and then you can school at home. And then somebody from the LEA normally gets in touch with you via email or telephone, and they're like, you know, we just want to know what you're doing, and you don't have to follow the curriculum. The law does not say that you have to follow the national curriculum. No, because I'm home educating, I'm not homeschooling. There's a difference. If I was homeschooling, I would be following like a plan, like the national curriculum, what your child learns in school. But I'm not. I'm home educating,
my teacher's
which means
Mills
that
Graham.
I can teach Daryl in different ways. You know, you want to teach him about weights and measures, let's go bake a cake. You know, he needs to learn
making cake.
Shush, please. He needs to learn about adding and subtraction. We bought a load of marbles and we do it that way. He's still learning. He's just not learning the way that he might learn it in school. I mean, yes, if he wants to go to college or anything like that, he'll probably have to sit his English and Maths GCSE just to get those. But he doesn't have to go to school, and he doesn't have to learn all the things that they want him to learn.
Because I'm learning them.
Because he's still learning a different way at school. It's like he doesn't write much because he's not really into it. That'll come a bit later when he is a bit more interested in it. He learns through play more than anything else at the moment. We've got a program that we found on the internet called Reading Eggs, and we do
Book club.
That was through school. Reading Egg teaches him reading. It teaches there's a section for maths, and then there's a section for fast phonics, and he does that. He's supposed to do it every day, but I don't always get around to it.
I do maths every day first.
You bought for your kiddo to help him with writing little books with pen. Yeah, I've seen them on Facebook. Yeah, I've seen those on Facebook and wondered about getting them for Daryl. You know?
I don't really want to do that.
To get him writing a little bit more. Because he used to, when he was in school, he was given access through the school to a program called Letter Join. And you would learn your letters, but you did it on an iPad or a tablet.
No, on the big screen.
Yes, I know. If you don't stop interrupting me, there's going to be serious issues. Stop talking over me. But the learning on an iPad is not the same as learning it with a pen in your hand. So I went on Amazon and spent, when I deregistered him, I spent about 40 quid on books. But I must admit he hasn't done most of them because he prefers to work on the iPad. You got them on Ali. Oh. Have you got a link? They don't actually start school officially until age 7 there.
I'm going to get a
cool,
snack.
You can now go get snacks. It's 12 o'clock. You can go and get yourself some lunch. There's crisps and bread out there.
I know that.
Alright, go on then. Your son had this weird, could write and read before he could talk. I never had to. Yeah, see, I had a bit of an argument with preschool because while we were out and about, I used to teach Daryl how to read road signs. And A is for apple, B is for bus, you know, S was for Stuart, that's my late fiance, and M was for mummy, and N was for nanny, and K was for Kyle, and C was for Callie, and he knew the entire alphabet. And then the school turned around to me and they were like, you should be teaching him the phonetic alphabet. So, why? Well, it will help us when he's got to blah, 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 blah. And I was like, but he already knows how to, you know, work out the spellings of things and all that lot. So, of course, when he started school, they taught him A was for apple, B was for bus, and K was for cow, and all that lot. And in that time, he actually forgot the proper alphabet. So he's had to be retaught the proper alphabet. And I'm like, but no, those are great. Thanks, Colleen. I've been looking at those on Facebook, but they were a hell of a lot more than that. Right, you're gonna sit on the sofa then and eat food. Move that bag, and you can sit on the sofa. And it just seemed stupid for me. You had a speech therapist say that your son had an English accent on his Swedish. You said that's your job, not mine. What now?
I'm looking in here.
Right, sit down then and look at it. Be quiet. It came super fast. Oh, right, a couple of weeks. Oh, I'm going to order some of them. Loads of fun. Does it require a special pen then? Or can you use any pen?
I think you use your finger.
Oh, you can buy the pens as well. I might buy some. No, look. It's writing.
Oh, it's like that thing though.
You get special pens for it, look.
Okay.
They do maths ones and English ones.
English one.
A drawing?
Oh yes, I want drawing one.
Should we get them for you?
Yeah, I'll take them.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Can
Mr. Casual here, I'll take them.
Okay, the one with colouring is gonna be.
You had these YouTube videos on constantly when he was little. It's phonics music videos. He learned a lot from it. Yeah, well they do. Couldn't speak, but you use alphabet. There you go.
I've got something to tell you like that.
One pen and 5 inserts. Do you mean refills for the pen?
In my reading eggs there's a little basket which takes me into a great big house. Yeah.
Shush, because I'm trying to read at the same time. Right, okay. Your kid was referred to speech therapist. By the time you got the appointment, you didn't need it anymore, so it's away, innit? I used to know this woman. It's actually the mother of my godson. But she and I don't talk anymore. And she used to say when my godson was little, he doesn't talk much and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, that's because you'd never let him get a word in edgewise, but, you know, that's beside the point. And she would be like, oh, you know, he doesn't talk. And she took him to the doctors. And in the end, of course, he got a referral to speech therapist. And I kept saying to her, don't go to speech therapy. Don't go to speech therapy. Just let him babble when he does and all that lot. And you'll bloody regret it because soon you won't be able to shut him up. And by the time that kid was 6, she was always moaning that he never shut up. I was like, that's because you're the kind of parent that seems to think children should be seen and not heard, you know? She used to threaten, I've got to take this off, my head's aching now. She used to threaten her children that if they didn't do it as they were told, she'd send them to children's home. And I was like, you what? teacher wants... Is your son bilingual? Do you speak Polish a lot around him? Or... Because I love multilingual families. I think they're fucking great. My French teacher at high school could speak 11 different languages fluently and make himself understood in about 4 more. It was amazing.
Bonjour, ça va?
Daryl knows bonjour, ça va.
I'm pretty clever.
You're pretty clever at.
I haven't gone the rest of the French ones yet.
I didn't want to start speech therapy until age 7. You got so bad because you couldn't speak and you needed help, yeah. Daryl, he was 4 then, so he wasn't at school yet. He was referred by nursery. Fuck's sake. You only use English with your son and let school teach him Swedish. Oh, right, okay. He can speak both languages now. He still has some issues with forming sentences, which is part of his brain problem. Yeah, that's fair enough. He can barely speak Polish. No, that's a shame. Your boyfriend is British, you speak in English, but you still have accent, so he repeats what he hears at home. Yeah, well, of course you will. I'm starving. Starving, dog. Absolutely starving. No, I don't like those. It's a shame, really, because if you taught him Polish as well, he would be able to speak both fluently by now, wouldn't he? You know, because they say it's better when they are young to learn multiple languages. No, I haven't eaten yet either. Oh, that's cool. That came up on my calendar. That's very clever.
Bonjour means hello. Ça va means how are you? Mum taught me that.
I did. You can understand a lot of Polish. It just gets weird when I was going to repeat.
Look.
Right, okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Ham and cream cheese bagel. That sounds a bit lush. Thirsty. So thirsty at the moment.
I'm not.
You got a drink?
It's upstairs.
Go get it.
It's the drink that I drink.
Uh-huh. I've just had my flavoured water delivered. That's good. I can stick it in the fridge and have cold flavoured water later.
Here comes my drink. Incoming bomb.
Burned a coil. Burned a coil on what? What have you been doing?
That is my drink.
Can I have it?
Yeah. Don't mind. Thank you.
You look really silly running around with that headband on your head. Oh.
It's a space in the galaxy. The galaxy. It makes me galaxy.
Uh-huh.
Bonjour means hello, and Sarah means how are you? Pretty good.
I never took up vaping.
I'm going to start this bag because it kind of fell on me.
Okay.
So it's on the floor.
Alright.
I want my gun now.
No.
Ugh. This is not fair.
I'm waiting for my son to do the washing up. Well, because I always wash up after I have used the trays in the oven and, you know, usually wash the plates up after dinner. He doesn't. So now both oven trays are in the sink along with about 3 plates.
Mm.
And I've got nothing to cook dinner on tonight.
He's in the kitchen.
So it'll be interesting to see if and when he does. Oh, I hear the tap running. That might be a good sign. You can tell he's a chef. He's used to working in a big fuck off kitchen with people running around after him.
And he can make delicious food.
He makes so much mess.
Yes.
Could as well at school right now, but it's Dad's weekend, so you're just sitting here. Your BJ's still knitting. Lovely. He walks around listening to YouTube. I said he walks around listening to YouTube. You always tell where he is because all you can hear is someone going, and it's him listening to bloody YouTube.
Mhm.
Thank you.
It is time for the Krispies.
Go and open them somewhere that's not right by my head. Thank you.
You're boring. I was just giving them a little remind.
Damn, I forgot to order bread.
I
ordered
ate all.
soup. I didn't order bread to dunk in my soup.
I ate all.
So that's knitting up pretty. I really like that actually.
Yep, that is pretty.
Pretty.
Pretty. You know what socks for?
Me.
They must be for me.
Oh, this is by Easyknits. Oh, for fuck's sake. And it was a Christmas one. It's called Super Speckle and the colourway is Celestial Body. But you can find his yarn on easyknits.co.uk. That was the band. I don't think he's got any more of this in stock. That's the web address. I think it was a Christmas. Pick it up off the floor.
Hey.
I hear things happening in Discord. Oh. Ooh, that shawl's pretty. Excuse me. Oh dear. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do when I get to the end of the cuff. I might just go vanilla.
Mum,
It's hand spun superfine merino cashmere. Oh, lovely. I've never spun cashmere, I don't think. Probably have, but I can't remember doing so.
guess what?
What?
Black Panther gave me a Black Panther sticker.
Oh, that's cool then.
It's from one of the sticker books.
Mm.
I just got it out.
And where did you put it? You're supposed to stick it in the book.
I want it. For me. It is for me. More. Okay.
You design. Oh, do you?
Okay.
I don't have the patience for designing.
Oh, whoa, this might be good.
Oh, do you? a link up then. Let's have a look.
I put the sticker back.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
I love you. You know how
I
much?
love you too.
You know how much I love you?
Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots.
I love you more.
I used to always do pattern socks. Always do pattern socks. But the issue I found with it is that pattern socks are great if you're working on a plain yarn. I don't like pattern socks on a patterned yarn because you lose either the stitch definition or it looks too muddy, and most of my yarn are patterned. This is quite this is probably the mildest yarn I'm going to be using this year. Oh, I've got that up. I'll have a look in that in a minute.
I love you like the
So, you know, if I can find a sock that a pattern that will go nicely with a variegated yarn, then I will use it. But your friends always laugh at your love of sewing sock. No, well, you know, you can't see the pattern otherwise. Yeah, they do. But it's hard to find semi-solids a lot of the time, I find, because the indie dyers all want to do, you know, the pretty yarns. I find you want a decent solid yarn, you really have to go commercial, don't you?
love you.
Love you too. Oh, that's cool. That's why you dye your own, yeah. I just don't have the time, the space, or the patience to dye my own. What's the matter with you?
Yum yum.
Should I think specifically for you? It's nice. Oh, it's lovely. But it's also great because then when you list it up on Ravelry, people go, "Oh, what yarn does she use?" And it drives business her way then, doesn't it?
I love you the biggest.
The biggest? Biggest and the bestest? Cool.
Can I play games when I'm done eating my feed?
Can you what?
Can I play on the tablet when I'm done eating feed?
No, I'm going to have some lunch and then we'll probably do some schoolwork. Then you can play on the tablet.
Then when can I put a film on?
Shipping sucks now from US to Sweden. Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. I think we will be, now that Brexit. I'm thinking I might do that slips yarn over pattern dog, the name of which I can never fucking remember. Oh, they're dying, are they? Yeah, Royal Mail charge a £8 handling fee if they pay any fees for you, which just, you know, sorry, but it ain't worth it.
I love you the biggest. When can I put a film?
It's about that here, 75 Swedish krona. Yeah. Stranded show off socks. Yes, that's the one. Hang on, let me find it.
Dinosaur!
Oh, go away. Horrible child. Go on, sod off. Something like that, wasn't it? There they are, by Anne Campbell. See, this is the one that I'm thinking I might do with these, because I've done this pattern before and it's really nice.
Can I put a film on?
It's a free pattern as well, cleaner. Yes, texture patterns that work well with yarn that isn't semi-solid. I'm going to have a look at yours in a minute.
Can I please?
Trouble is, my second screen is a TV, so it doesn't really show the computer up very well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's the same name. I'm the same name everywhere. Putty tap her all over the place. I can't see it. They just look a bit blurry on that screen. No, you can't put film on yet.
Can I can't play on Matt's PlayStation.
No.
When I'm eating.
No, you can go and play with your toys while you're eating, though.
But I could do some stickers.
If you really wanted to, I suppose you could.
I think the cat would like a strike.
You think?
What?
You think? Wow. What, do those socks? Yeah, sure you can. There you go.
He wanted to go out.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hello, puppy. Sorry about all the accepting. Mummy, what does that button do with those two people?
What button? Where? That button?
No,
That button?
no.
Which way? There.
Up.
What, that?
No, I'll get it.
Don't press anything. Oh, the little two people, it just shows me who's there. See, if I press it, there's people.
I want to type something down to them.
No.
Please.
No.
Hmm?
No. Yawny.
So that button takes you to where the people is.
Yeah, it's the heel's done all in with the sock, so you don't do like a heel flap and then do it that way. I've made it that way, and I've made it where I've jury rigged it, and I've done a heel flap because I prefer a heel flap, I must admit.
Dun dun dun. Dun dun Yum, yum.
Yum, yum. What are you eating?
Crisps.
They don't fit you very well. Ah, see, I like the way you heel flat and gusset fit. That's the smallest crisp ever.
I'm afraid I ate all the big
I
ones.
just started doing a different heel since your Christmas socks called a plain heel. Or this is a lot of heel. I'm not showing that one.
Almost lost you. Whoa, what was that? What? I heard something fall. The crisp is stalled. My lightsaber falls. Okay. Silly.
Just what I need when I'm already thirsty.
No,
Salty crisp.
I want some gun.
Nope.
Oh. When can I have it?
When you stop pointing it at people.
I will.
No.
What?
No.
I'll start.
No.
I said it.
No. Very much so. Trouble is the 2 crisps that he's given me, my stomach's now going, oh, food. So I'm going to have to go, I think, and get something to eat.
Yeah. Tell her to give my toy back.
Oh my god. Amador's phoning me.
Oh, great. I'll say hi.
Hang on, just 2 seconds, right? Because
Hello.
I'm just signing off the internet.
Hello.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, just
I
wait.
didn't realise you were online.
Yeah, I'm live again, doing my pretty suckies.
Oh, very nice.
They're nice.
Can I
Right, people of the internet, we're gonna go. Shh. Thank you for joining this morning. When am I back with socks? I really don't know at the moment, Nelly. Things are a bit hectic and all that lot.
Bye.
If you join my Discord, I always post in there when I'm about to go live. Okay. I also post on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Okay, and you can find me as Pretty Tapper on all of those. Okay, and I always post on there just as the stream goes live, and then I wait 5 minutes with the countdown thingy. So
And I
yeah.
watch the countdown every single time.
Thank you for coming in, Carp, and it was really nice to meet you. Hope to
Hi.
see you again. Thank you to Matt. I know he's no longer in chat, but yeah, I got a £10 tip on Twitch today, Callie. Awesome. So yeah, yay me. So thank you for that.
Bye.
Everybody else that came along and had a chat and put up with Gabblepot here, thanks for that. Yeah, but please do join my Discord and feel free to add me anywhere on social media. Just tell me who you are if you're adding on Facebook, because obviously I won't recognise the name and I don't tend to accept friend requests from people that just add me and then don't bother to say hi.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm going to go get some lunch. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
I'll try and post if I'm sort of thinking, oh, you know, I'm going to stream in the morning or I'm going to stream tonight. I'll try and post, you know, with a few hours notice as well. All right.
Bye.
Take it easy, guys. And I'll see you
Bye,
next time.
bye.
Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm starving. I'm going to go eat lunch.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.